Bienvenido a la vida, Lindsay. This is my day.
Immigration.
Assembly.
Breakfast.
Shh. That was a surprise.
Oops.
So if you've been following our family and our journey to residency, you may know that we are seeking temporary residency here in Mexico. Vernon and the boys have had their temporary residency for a little over a year now. They just recently renewed. But Vizuri and I have had a couple of barriers, shall we say, to getting our temporary residency. And so up until very recently, we have been kind of fighting what seems like an upward, ongoing, never-ending battle with trying to get our residency. However, last week Friday, we finally got notification via email stating that it was time for us to come in, pay our fees, and get our fingerprints taken care of. So, of course, we jumped on it. So Monday morning, we sent the boys off to school and allowed Vizuri to stay home for the day, because in order to get fingerprinted, you have to physically go to the immigration office, and the hours of fingerprinting just so happened to hit right in the middle of the school day, making going to school kind of pointless. So she got a little day to play hooky. So Monday morning, Vernon, I, and Vizuri all went up to the boys' school because Kaza was performing in the Monday morning assembly.
¿Qué estás haciendo aquí? ¿Qué estás haciendo?
Nada.
Nada. We're waiting for. Estamos esperando para Caso y Emery. Porque ellos tienen what? An assembly?
Yeah.
Is this your first time attending your assemblies? No? Second time? Segunda vez? Sí. Uh-oh.
We watched him perform, and then we hightailed it back to the bank to make our visa payments. Then we ran over to the immigration office, got there just in time. I mean, got in, checked in, sat down, no line, no waiting. And by the time I looked up from starting the process, there were about 10 or 12 people, groups of people, waiting to take care of whatever issues they have. Because, you know, Monday mornings, everybody gets to get in on Monday morning. So we just happened to miss the crowd. We got in, took care of the paperwork, got our fingerprints taken care of. Más o menos.
Ay, qué pequeño.
And then since we had Vizuri all to ourselves, and that's kind of a rare thing, those of you who have multiple kids, you know, getting that individualized attention with your kids, we took advantage and decided to head out to breakfast. So Vernon and I and Vizuri went to one of our favorite breakfast restaurants, and just so happened that my uncle was actually in the restaurant as well, so we wound up sitting with him, and you know, all of us had a great breakfast. Vizuri had a giant plate of French toast, and man, she is getting to be a big girl. She ate the whole plate of French toast except for one bite that I had to like scavenge her before she finished all of it.
Strawberry?
Oh, baby, yay. I should have sat next to the French toast.
Yeah, Mexican. So you say tell us again?
Yeah, so here, that's not a thing. So because my birth certificate had
Overton Santelli. Then our marriage license had M. Santelli. Then my passport, something else had Marigold Santelli. Then it became Marigold.
YouTube and look at it.
French toast, Vizuri.
And I kind of learned that a little bit.
A+.
So I don't want to buy any more clothes out of these stores, especially in America. Capitalist pigs, that's what I call them. They don't take that money.
After breakfast, we headed back to the house. Vernon and I got some work done. She was able to kind of play and watch TV and, you know, have some fun and check in with us. And it's funny because about an hour and a half before the boys got home, she started asking, when are the brothers coming back? Where are the brothers? And I swear every 15, 20 minutes she was checking the time, checking the clock to see when the brothers were coming back. And it's funny because for as much as they argue and they argue in a good way, but as much as they kind of go back and forth, it was funny to see how much she actually missed them when they weren't around. And so of course, when the brothers came home, there was a whole reunion about what did you do today? What did you do today? And so now we are hopefully on our way to having our residency. The lady in the immigration office told us that in about 7 to 10 days, our cards would be ready. We don't always get emails, like they're pretty good about them, but not always. So that was Monday, so it's going to be Monday again very soon. So probably sometime mid next week, if I haven't gotten an email from the office, I will walk down there. And thankfully the office is only about 2.5 blocks from our house, which that's been a crazy blessing given the amount of times I've had to go visit. At least it's within walking distance and we don't have to pay for a taxi or spend a lot of time, you know, going back and forth. So I might just walk on over there and just check in and see if the cards are ready, because even though we're done and even though I've paid for everything and even though it seems like we should be finished, it won't really feel finished until I have them in my hand. I don't know about you, but like it doesn't feel done until like the thing is in your hand. So I may go check in sometime next week if I haven't gotten an email update about, you know, going to pick them up. So just pop my head in and see if they're ready. So we are hopefully, fingers crossed, on our way to having cards in hand, and maybe I'll be able to show them to you pretty soon. Yay! We couldn't have made this move to Mazatlan without a lot of changes in our household, a lot of changes both physically as well as mentally and emotionally. And one of the things that I had to realize in order to make this transition is that I deserve to live the life that I love. I deserve to live my best life ever, and so do you. And if you are considering a transition abroad, or if you're considering any type of transition, whether that be a transition in your job or your career or in your relationship, know that you deserve the world. You were put here for a purpose, and you were given a life that you deserve to be proud of, a life that you deserve to be happy in. And so if you are looking for a way to perhaps transition your life, make some changes, maybe you're looking for something bigger than what you're currently living, or you know that there's more out there, but you have yet to figure out how to get to that more, I invite you to visit my website, GabriellaMLindsay.com, and check out some of the resources there that are for you. I am purposed to help women find the life that they deserve and begin living the life that they dream of. And on my website, GabriellaMLindsay.com, you can find resources and materials to help you do just that. So I look forward to seeing you there. Thanks so much for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you right back here next Friday, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on La Vida Lindsay on YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and of course, subscribe. Thanks so much. Take care. Peace.